About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the Atlanta Braves. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Well, Singy, when you consider the top hitters' ballparks in the sport, this has got to be one of them.
I'll say this. Pitchers have to stay with their game. They can't look over their shoulder and think, I have to be fine and perfect on every pitch. Continue to pitch to your strengths, and you'll come out of here with a good outing.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Victor Medeiros. What should we keep an eye on here?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
James Wood leading things off and takes a strike. That one off the mark. Ball one. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
That's a ball.
Way outside, and the count's full. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a payoff pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Chaparro starting as the designated hitter, batting second in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
And ball four, two aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Here's the left fielder, Dylan Cruz. Misses again, 5 in a row. And a 1-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and second here, no outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
The 2-2 now. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Makes makes the catch. One down. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. A lot of bat-to-ball skill in this offense, Chris. Very tough outs all over the place, and they're sporting the best team batting average in the league right now.
Boog, they're able to spray the ball all over the field. I'll tell you what, this lineup seems to find holes other teams just don't.
Next to hit for the Nats, Brady House. Golden opportunity right here. That missed by a lot, and it's 1-0.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next offering is down low.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Fouled off. He was late. Just missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score. Strike 1. Base hit. 1 run is in. Relay throw to third. He's in there.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Nasim Nunez getting ready to hit. Two on, 1 out, and that misses. And now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And there's the automatic. And that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Now the 0-1. On the ground to first. Albies. And it gets by him. Throw to first for the out as the run comes in from third.
Batting ninth, veteran Keibert Ruiz.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And there's a foul ball.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
2 on, 2 outs. To the right side. Smith takes it himself, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Nationals 4 and the Braves nothing. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound for Washington in this one, Miles Michaelis.
And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. Line drive, short hop to third. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. The home run, a big part of the equation when it comes to this offense, Siggy. They're one of the better clubs in the league in terms of putting runs up via the homer.
Yeah, and that makes them even more dangerous because they're going to get their hits, but they're also going to get those home runs and have runners on base, which is multiple runs out of one swing. So, yeah, you really have to try to manage a team like this and keep them contained. You can't give up extra outs, whether that be via an error or a walk.
Ronald Acuna Jr. batting with one down, takes a strike. And that one hammered. This one's got a chance. And that's going to bang against the wall.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Gets the slider in there for a strike. Acuna, the runner at second with one away. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Oh, 0-2 now. Got him swinging.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Michael Harris the second. The next to hit. Good power. Not great in the OBP department.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Man at second. The 1-1. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Man on second, 2 down. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score. It's 4-1. Now a quick throw to first. Harris dives back in safely. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. Ball one there.
That's a ball.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Come on, Ozzie.
The 1-1. That one hammered but pulled foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Got it. Third out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 4-1. Back at Truist Park, top of the second, James Wood digging in for the Nationals. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one ripped. 1 up, 1 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
The 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Two outs, base is empty. Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz.
Ball.
The 1-0. In the air to left center. Harris gets under it. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they lead it 4-1. Back here in Atlanta, now in for the Braves, Dominic Smith.
Dominic Smith.
Grounds one to short. Abrams sends it to first.
Yep, he's out.
That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting 7th, third baseman.
It was a bang play at first, Singy, so let's take another look at the throw that made it possible to get the out.
No doubt that 85-mile-per-hour heater was the difference on this play, according to StatCast. And it looked like a blur going across the infield from up here, and they just got the out.
Hey!
Oh, 1 now. That to right. And there's 2 down.
Batting 8th, left fielder,
Mike Yastrzemski, the second MLB Yaz, steps in.
Up. Ball one.
Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Here's a 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And the Braves go down quietly, and they trail it 4-1. Back in Atlanta Truist Park, top half of the third inning, C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way. That one fouled off. Ball to strike. The pitch. Here's a rocket to right field. Acuna on the run. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Woo!
On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Up next for Washington.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out, runner at second. Jacob Young digs in now.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
And that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Ground ball left side. Into the outfield. Base hit. And now two aboard.
Up next for the Nationals.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Victor Medeiros departs, and the opener strategy clearly didn't work out this time. New arm coming on. We'll be back after a short break.
Now pitching for the
Didier
Braves.
Fuentes
Number
into the game.
72.
He's pitching on 2 days rest. And now it's Luis Garcia. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. That smash towards center. He makes the grab. And he moves up a base. So two away with runners at the corners.
Up next for the Nationals. Catcher, Tabor Uru.
No!
Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. Still 2 challenges left for them. Two on, 2 outs. Line drive, base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single. It's 6-1.
Comes through with the RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now here is James Wood. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2.
Ball. Inside.
The 1-0.
Oh.
And they'll do it again. Wood checks his swing, appeal to third, didn't go. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Outside ball 4. He walked them, and they are loaded.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
And the 1-0. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is that. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 6 and the Braves 1. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. As we go to the last of the third. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jim Jarvis. Just off the inside edge.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Tap foul at the plate. Here comes the 0-1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Ripped on the ground to second. Whips it to first. And two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
For the Braves, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Two down, bases empty. Here's Acuna, 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Matt Olson on deck for Atlanta. Two down, nobody on. Inside ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one. The heater is clearly giving him trouble early on in this one. I want to see him ready to swing against that pitch just a little more often.
Runner on the move. Pitch is high. Throw there. Safe.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. In the dirt. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Braves strand 1. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Back at Truist Park as we go to the top of the 4th. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. Fuentes measures 6 feet even, only 20 years old, and he's a native of Colombia. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Struck him out looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
And it's fouled away. Cracks his bat and pops him up. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Washington, third baseman Brady House.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit for the Nats, Brady House.
No, that's a ball.
high fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Way out front for strike two. Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Not close with that one, and the count's full. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And that'll do it. Nationals go quietly. They still lead it, though, 6-1. Bottom of the fourth, now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down. Play.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they cut into the deficit.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Fouled off left side.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
On the ground at first, but it kicks foul. And a 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
The 1-2. Got him swinging. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Now it's Dominic Smith. He's been a great free agent sign.
That's the ball.
The 1-0.
That's out the corner.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Strike on the inside corner. This one in the air, center field. Young in position, and there are two down.
Up next for the
And here's a
Braves,
look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Austin Riley.
Drilled out towards left center field. Back there. And gone. Austin Riley delivers. It's their second home run of the inning, and they close the gap. It's 6-3. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching. and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So 2 down. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Ripped to short. Gets him easily, ends the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 6-3. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back here in Atlanta, we go to the top of the 5th. Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Gets it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hands, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
That one almost got him. Line drive. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Automatic double?
It's automatic double. It's not a ground rule double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
1 out. Runner at second. Luis Garcia now at the plate. There's a strike. Man at second. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the second out.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Man on second, 2 down. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Into center and a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
So the Nets lineup turns over. James Wood will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again. 0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 7-3. We head to the bottom of the fifth. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jim Jarvis.
74.
High fly ball, right field. Wood under it. One away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Drake Baldwin.
Check swing called strike. That's strike one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tom Cosgrove, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Number 74, warming up as well. And that one is lifted in the air. Cruz on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Braves. Right
Here's
fielder,
Acuna now.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. On to first. They get the out on Acuna. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. It's the Nationals 7 and the Braves 3. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Now, here is
Leading off for the
Andres
Nationals,
Chaparro.
The designated hitter, Andres Chaparro.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. So far, they've got 7 hits within the first 3 pitches of an at-bat, so there's been no time to get comfortable on the mound.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A solo shot. And they tack on to their lead. It's 8-3.
There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here. And, you know, it's always interesting to see how teams attack the first pitch. What's their plan of attack going to be? Well, for this offense in this game, they're not waiting around. Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Fly ball down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
Next pitch is outside. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Stays alive. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. 1 down.
Up next for Washington, shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
And a foul ball. The 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Didier Fuentes will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, James Karinchak.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul out of play. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Tied him up on a fastball inside. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo homer. It's now 8-3. This is NL East baseball here on MLB The Show. Well, we go bottom 6. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Matt Olson. And first offering is fouled off. No question about this one. It's out of here. A solo shot. And they're chipping away. It's 8-4.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off.
The 0-1. Foul ball there. The Nationals leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
This one popped up. Abrams under it. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off.
No.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And he grounds one to the right side. And that one handled. Throws to first in time. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Up next for the Braves, first baseman.
Manager out of the dugout now. And it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Miles Michaelis out of the game. And he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for the
left-hander on now,
number
Tom
34,
Cosgrove.
Bringing in the lefty
Cosgrove.
with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out. Let's go, Dominic.
That's a strike thanks to the sweeper. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. On the ground right side. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Long ball draws the Braves closer. It's now an 8-4 score. Back at Truist Park, they put themselves out front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
And they've really been peppering left field, as you can see from the graphic right here. Might be time for the defense to slide a bit towards that side. Let's get it going, Braves. Here we go, James.
Foul ball.
Let's go, James.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center.
From
skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Man at second. That one ran inside, almost got him. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And the lead is up to 5. Man at first. Next to hit for the Nats, Luis Garcia. And there's a foul ball. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Almost got him. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Caught him looking for the K.
Up next for Washington, catcher, Silver Eagle.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Runner takes off. Ball misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. He reaches 40 stolen bases on the season with that bag.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
1-2 here. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights it off. He'll see another. One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Out to short. Base hit into the outfield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Back to the top of the order. Next to hit, James Wood. right fielder. Runners are at the corners, one away. Started after it. Appeal to third. He went around, says Rusty Valentine. And it's even up. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. James Karinchak gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Braves, Dylan Lee.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
And that drops in for a strike.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single. It's 10-4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Now the left fielder, Dylan Cruz.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Movement in the bullpen. Ronaldo Lopez up and throwing. Two on, 2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 2-2 on the way. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. That one missing inside. And they're all loaded up.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
And that's in there at the knees. Abrams wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges. 2 outs. Bases are full. Not even close there. And the count is 2-0.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Oh, great stop. Throw to second. Nicely done for the out. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Nationals 10 and the Braves 4. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, singing in ballpark entertainment. You got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze. I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, that would have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective.
The shortstop, number 74.
Jim Jarvis next up for the Braves. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning.
Batter tried to stretch that one into a double, but he wasn't about to let that happen. Nice job to get to the ball and fire that one into second just in time to get the out and end the inning.
Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. Stepping in, Brady House. First pitch, and he just misses. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Nationals, center fielder Galen Lyle.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. The Nats up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Here we go, Dylan.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
That's a ball.
And they'll do it again. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and one gone.
Up next for Washington, second baseman Nasim Nunez.
One out man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Nasim Nunez. A switch hitter batting right. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Stays alive. The 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Now pitching.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Ronaldo Lopez.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
Here we go, Ronaldo.
In there for strike 1. And ball 1.
That's a ball.
House off of first with 2 away. The 1-1 is cut on and missed to the pitch upstairs. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And it's filled up.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Keibert Ruiz getting ready to hit. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Danny Young, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. 2 on, 2 outs.
No, that's low.
Line drive, that's a base hit. House around third. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 11-4.
Up next for Washington, right fielder James Wood.
First offering, and it just misses.
That's the ball.
Next pitch is outside. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Two on, two outs. Swings through it for the K. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Nationals 11 and the Braves 4. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for the
Back
Nationals.
now, new pitcher on the
Number
mound as we roll
74.
into the bottom of the eighth. Number 74. He's been so good against lefties. So back to the top of the
Leading off
order.
for the Braves,
Leading off, Drake
catcher,
Baldwin.
Drake Baldwin.
And that drops in for a strike. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Check swing, and he went. Strike one. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And the 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
0-2 now. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the eighth inning.
Nope, that's high.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Olsen.
One down. And now Matt Olson up to hit. He's already homered in this game.
Oh,
The 1-0.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Runner at second here, one gone.
Ball.
Man at second. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
The 2-2. What a stop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder, Michael Harris II.
There's a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Next offering is fouled back. Runner at third, 2 away. That misses the zone, and the count 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is that. One left for Atlanta. They'll need to pick it up. It's 11-4. Back here in Atlanta, all set to start the ninth in this one. Andres Chaparro digs in now. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Chases in the dirt, slider there. High throw to first, and he can't reach it.
Up next for the Nationals.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Up.
Chaparro aboard here at first with nobody out. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
0-2 now. In the dirt. Snaps it to first and barely back in on a dive.
struck him out swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Abrams wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges.
Strike. Woo.
And a 1-2. Oh, look at the stop. The feed for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ronaldo Lopez done for the afternoon. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Danny
81.
Young. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Brady House now at the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris under this one. And that is that. One error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Nationals 11 and the Braves 4. Back at Truist Park, now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies.
Oh.
And the next pitch is way outside. That one ripped right center field. Back there. And that one is off the top of the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Right through there for a strike. And that's in for a strike. 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Man at second. And that one almost hit him. waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of. Here we go, Austin.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. This one's got a chance. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the deficit.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. And the 1-0. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Ball. High.
That one missed. Right side, Nunez. Braves down to their final out.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 74.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Braves, catcher,
Back to the top of the order now. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Drake Baldwin. First pitch just misses. The Nationals leading by 5 here in the last half of inning number 9.
No, that's a ball.
That one lifted to left. Cruz drops steps, heads back on it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Nationals slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
11-6 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.